People power growth, but recruiting and onboarding are expensive, exhausting, and absolutely overwhelming. I've been there, and it doesn't have to be this way. Welcome to Hire and Empower. I'm your host, Molly McGrath. Join me as we interview leaders who care about their teams and distill powerful lessons from them. This show is sponsored by H&E, helping organizations to find their best hire and empower them for success. Learn more at hiringandempowering.com. All right. Today, this is a statement I hear over and over and over again from my law firm clients. This does not feel like success. Got all the money in the bank. We're wiping our brow, no longer worried about meeting payroll, no longer stressed out about an empty calendar. Those infancy problems have gone away, exceeded every measuring stick, every KPI, ROI goal that I've ever dreamed would be possible, but this still does not feel like success. To me, for my firm, I consistently feel like I am thinking, worrying about work. I'm stressed out. My team's stressed out. We're busy. We can't seem to get consistency, ease, and flow. And I hear this over and over again. So for me, I say, take the giant landing breath, pause, and get really clear on what success means to you and for you in regards to money. So we have all the money, we've pounded and crushed every goal, but I'm still not seeing my family. I'm still getting delegated up to. I can't get out of client meetings. I'm still feeling pulled into operations. I still have a line of people waiting outside my door when I come out of client meetings. I pull into the parking lot and I break out into hives and don't want to walk in there because I know there's just going to be buckets of problems with no solutions waiting for me. And it's fascinating because from the team members' perspective, they're watching this, they're seeing this. We just completed our 12 weeks for our law firm admin boot camp. We kick off the next one Tuesday, January 10th. So if you are not registered, go to lawfirmadminbootcamp.com and give me your team and get your team in there, because we are consistently talking about, the team is saying, they're showing up and they're saying, my attorney is so stressed out. We can't seem to get traction. They will not delegate. They will not let go. And we want to foster that entrepreneurship. I want to start taking things off of my attorney's plate, but we can't get them to stop. We can't get their time. We can't get their attention. And the whole energy and essence around this place is we're all so busy. We're all stressed out. So your team are driven by seeing your success. They're driven by your mission, vision, goals, core values. They decided to take a job with you. They made a decision to take your job over any other job out there in the marketplace, which we all know. I'm not even going to get on my rant about that. There's no shortage of. So they hung their shingle with you and took a chance on you, had their Jerry Maguire moment with the goldfish and came with you because of your core values, because of the promises that you made to them in regards to your team-centric, family-centric, client-centric, your why of why you're doing what you're doing as an entrepreneur and a business owner. So take a step back as we close the doors on 2022 and get really clear on what success means for you. Shut down Facebook, shut down the listservs, shut down all the gurus out there telling you, 7-figure this, 8-figure that, hustle, 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 all the things. Like, close out the noise on all that. What is it? What does success mean for you in 2023? Financial freedom, emotional freedom, energetic freedom, creative freedom, visionary freedom. I bet my bottom dollar you would take time over money if you're hanging out with me and you're listening to my podcast. Now, it's not an either or, but by and large, that's the deficit. And your team feels it. Constantly, we're hearing in our law firm admin bootcamp that we talked about the 5 levels of delegation a couple weeks ago. And I taught all the team members in there. We have client service coordinators, marketing coordinators, paralegals in there. We have some PLAs and COOs in the program. Programs designed for anybody but an attorney. I want your team. I want to empower them. I want to educate them. I want to build them up with the confidence and the mindset and the emotional intelligence of how to think and act like an entrepreneur, how to think and act with a board of directors mindset, how to think and act and propose solutions and strategic solutions consistently. And they want that they have that entrepreneurial spirit and they want to match it. We talked about the 5 levels of delegation and the habits and the behaviors that match that. They want to get to a level 5 delegation with their attorney, where basically you're handing it to them and you're saying, go. Don't come back to me. I don't need 4,000 questions. We have you, I fully, wholly trust you. Make the best informed decision. You have our structure. You have our strategy. You know what the end result is, and just report it in the daily huddle. Just report it on your daily snapshot reporting. Just make sure we have weekly KPIs with our reporting, tracking, and measurement for it. Every single person in the law firm has KPIs that are in the law firm admin bootcamp. And they are creating a law firm culture of adult responses versus reactions in an honest, while respectful manner. There's no more drama and meltdowns. There's no more delegating back up. So if this is for you, where you are creating a law firm culture of ownership and leadership, right down to the receptionist, get really clear on what success means for you. And here's some clues. Where are you feeling strapped and stressed? Where are you feeling, if only I had time for blank? That is your clue of what success means to you, to your firm, for your firm, not what everybody else is doing. So often I'll get phone calls and say, I don't know how so-and-so just, we started out at the same place, 10, 15, 10, 20 years ago. How in the world did they build an 8-figure business? I'm like, okay, great. Is that what you want? Yes. All right. Well, then now you're going to be giving up this, this, and this. You told me that was what your definition of success was. Now, you can have the 8-figure practice, but again, it can't be you who's doing the marketing, you who's doing the, client care calls, you who's doing the webinars, what have you. We're going to have to invest in an associate. We're going to have to invest in a marketing coordinator. You're going to have to start spending some money on paid advertising that you're not currently doing. So, are you willing to do those things, attorney? And if the answer is yes, then let's start building it, but not compromising the things that you told me, from an energetic freedom, from your time freedom, from your time with your family, for you to be able to also invest in your other businesses that you have, etc. So get really clear on what's not working so you can turn it into what is working for you for your definition of success. And then guess what? You have to share it with your team. You have to enroll your team, and they're sitting there desperately waiting for you to give up control and to let them just take this thing and run with it. But once you do that, and I think a lot of times why consciously or subconsciously that we do not give up control is because we don't have hardwired in our calendar consistent time to check in. When we let go of control and when we have the practice of our dreams and when we have the definition of success that we need, we have to let go and empower other people to take over. But a lot of times we don't because we're afraid, well, where's that going to go? Is it going to go into the proverbial black hole? How are they doing it? Why are they doing it that way? We don't have in the time in our calendar for the check-in points. So when you make that list of what you are lacking right now, what you are missing right now in regards to feeling successful, again, your definition, what's missing for you to say, yes, I this does feel like success. I bet my bottom dollar that it means that you're going to have to enroll other people to help you get there, which is fantastic news. But there's a methodology for that. The definition of having what you want for success and the way for you to get there, you identify it. You know, you're looking at your paper right now, what's missing, what needs to be up-leveled, what needs to be leveraged, optimized, or maybe now finally implemented, or what needs to go, what you need to stop doing because it's sucking the life out of you, even if it's producing a tremendous amount of revenue and money, but it's just destroying you, your team, your family, what have you. Now you have that list. Now we have to go to the people to support us, whether in-house, outsource, what have you. But you're not done there. Now we have to give them time, attention, and feedback, which I'm a huge fan of, the daily huddle, the weekly stakeholders meeting, the empowering your team to do the daily progress report, empowering your team and allowing them to identify and to set up the KPIs so you can have weekly tracking and measurement with analytics attached to that. If this sounds foreign to you, if you are not seeing this consistently and persistently and easily within your practice, give me your team. This is what we're teaching in the Law Firm Admin Bootcamp. Our next class kicks off Tuesday, January 10th, 4 o'clock Eastern. Doors close on December 23rd because we have a little bit of prep work and strategy that we need to do. So we're all ready for class on Tuesday, January 10th. So give me your team. Let me support them. But here's the deal. I want you to send me your list. I want to know what success means to you and what's missing. You don't need to know how to fix it. I'm not asking you to give me the solution. I just want to see that you're really, really clear at the end of the 12 weeks in the Law Firm Admin Bootcamp that we can come to you and say, we did it. We're delivering it. You now can actually walk and talk and feel like your definition of success because you've enrolled the people that you're hiring to support you because they're desperately sitting there waiting for you to share it with them. Your definition of success. They're waiting for you to allow them to support you with getting there. Now is the time. Get clear. Get reflective. This is the most reflective time of the year. Get really, really reflective on where you're at. How did 2020 feel for you? How did it go? Did you feel like you had the joy and ease and freedom that you wanted in all areas? Are you ready to do what you did in 2022 and do it all over again in 2023 at the pace and the grace and the speed and the velocity that you're doing it? If not, then what needs to change? Send me your list. Send me your team. Let us help you get there. Let me help you create legal leaders leading legal leaders. All right. I can't wait to see your list and have you saying in 2023 this absolutely positively looks like, feels like, smells like, acts like, walks like, talks like success, and everything that I thought it was going to be when I hung my own shingle. We've reached the end of another impactful conversation on the Hire and Empower podcast. Whether this was your first episode or you're a longtime listener, I know you can tell I have passion for people. Whether you're a business owner, employee, executive, or hiring manager, I understand the situation you're in. Hiring, onboarding, and leadership is expensive, exhausting, overwhelming, and if that's not enough, it's also time-consuming. My friends, it doesn't have to be this way. There is a team at H&E that has your back. For over 25 years, they've transformed over 4,000 law firms into efficient, effective, profitable assets for their business and made it fun to come to work again. Check out our Smart Hire solution, our employee leadership program, and the 66-day law firm turnaround at hiringandempowering.com.